Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Vikings here hosting Green Bay in the season opener, and they've got one of those quirks in the schedule that was going to work in their favor. They play all three of their division home games in the first 5 weeks of the year. After Green Bay today, they'll host Detroit in week 3 and then Chicago in week 5.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Wide open receiver complete. This is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So in the Packer territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to the ground, Cook. And some room to run now. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. His zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spots, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. From the 39, Love. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Love.
has it complete to Christian Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. That one goes for 24 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Going for the deep ball. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish thing.
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here comes Reed. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to...
Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter.
Madden funny as shit.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side-outs.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was.
Now we both just fumbled.
It didn't turn into another.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
And the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake, Love.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. These two teams all tied after 1.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd.
Play fake. Here's Love.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
They made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. Second and 5 now. Love. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Now the third down throw incomplete as well.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Fourth down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. I don't think there's any worse with this group right now. This is a hunger game. They want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Having someone like T.J. Hawkinson as your starting tight end makes you feel good as an organization because he finds ways to get open and gives his quarterback a reliable safety net over the middle or even to the edges. Case in point there, that play for a first down.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the gun, here's Cousins. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Cousins on the keeper. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Throwing is Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. Touchdown! K.J. Osborne. Two-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 14-10.
Vikings 14, Packers 10.
Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Love going to give this one to Jones. They find some open field here. Touchdown!
That was a good run.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Nwangu now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Now Folk for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing. Love. And this one completes a read. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Might want to remember that third down play, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Here's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that's not the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Now Love. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Hell of a fucking pass, boy.
Christian Watson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's again, I'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
Jones with a nice gain there on first down as he takes his forward and call it a pickup of 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again to Jones. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't put it in.
I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Okay, ready?
On 4th down, Love. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Come on, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, he saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit offense takes the field again.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Love from the gun. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And take it right on the 30. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Draw play. Cousins to Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 49 yards on the ground for him so far.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead 5 seconds of this third quarter. On for the extra point is Folk. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Folk out there now to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They go play action. Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. It's just important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
second down, it's Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Love, they go play action now. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown! Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Love throwing for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. It's still down 10.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Kene Nwangwu. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time. Looking at week 1, oh good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
And 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have him looking at 3rd and 10. Love now. This one swung out here to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Nuwangu now from his end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there of playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball,
you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, to score again.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
One last shot now for Love. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.